Hey everybody, it's Tap for Boba here, and today we got a PSA submission back. I actually got this back a while ago, but I was a little too busy to record a submission results video. So here I am. Let's get to it. I have 9 cards over here. And just to remind everyone, these are the cards that I sent. And yeah, without further ado, let's do a quick review. Alright, so first and foremost, this should have been in another video already, so it's not quite really a surprise. But since it is part of the submission, but in a different speed tier, this came back way earlier. But uh, I did send in a jewel Bonnery. This was ripped on. I ripped this on my birthday. I did not record it because I had just recorded a mass OP12 loose pack opening for this channel, and I felt like just ripping open another booster box was kind of boring. And of course, the one time I do not record anything, I pull the one hit you want from the set. But here it is. My only manga that I've ever pulled. Uh, Quite possibly the only manga I will ever pull at this rate because I barely open any packs. But we'll see. I guess I won't open any packs with that attitude, right? Anyway, so this is the result of that one, the Bonnie that submitted. Very happy with that. Alright, let's get to revealing the other cards over here. Alright, the Paradise Resort 2025. So this was in, I believe this was in Anaheim. So kind of excited for 2026. And I believe this card was super clean. It's a little dusty because it's been sitting on my desk for a second. Let's take a look real quick. I believe it was really clean. Oh, I think I did say there were a couple of corners, so they probably docked me on the corners. And and I will say that this submission, oh, it's really dusty. Oops, we need to take better care of my cards, or at least put a little something over my stuff. Oops. Well, I will say none of these cards got an upcharge. So, and I think as I was doing the the raw card recording, I recall that a lot of these like evolutions, they're not like super clean, so I don't expect anything crazy out of them. In fact, I might, if they're like 8s or 7s, there might be 7s in here, I might just crack them and just sell them raw at this point. Didn't realize, oh, that decision was made months ago, and I'm smarter nowadays, I would like to think. So anyway, without further ado, I think this is a 9. We'll see what it says. Yep, exactly what I predicted. Still a cool card. Still a staff card. Really hard to come by. Yeah, these corners are unrelenting. I need to go back to the other videos and see if... I actually need to go back to the video and see if there's any bad corners. I don't think so, though. But regardless, that's it right there. Alright, let's look at the back real quick. First of all, PSA, what is this? Okay, so it's just stuck on. Okay, never mind. I thought it was just a big hot mess. Thanks for the dirty slabs, PSA. Your quality control is great as usual. Alright, let's take a look. Centering looks pretty good. I don't see any issues on the back. It's just a really dirty slab. What's going on with this one? Alright, let's see the card in the front. Alright, the picture on Pokemoncenter. But the centering is kind of ass though in the front. It's a little right heavy, so maybe they'll dock it. It is Pokemoncenter. So we'll see what they give. 9. Yep. Yeah, nothing much to say about that. Quite literally just a centering problem. I don't expect I think this was a bad decision making, like in retrospect. This is a bad decision making to send this for this submission. Ooh, magazine Luffy. All right. Oh, hold on. I didn't check the back. Back looks pretty good. Everything looks pretty great. Usually these promos, Bandai cards are pretty good. Well, if I were to get a 10, please let me get this one. All right, 110. This is cool. So funny story about this one. Um, there's a bookstore. I'm gonna butcher the name. The Kino Kuna. I'm so sorry, but there is one at my local. At a not local. There is one of those bookstores at a mall close to where I live, and I was there the night before asking them if it's available, and they kind of gave me like an answer but a non-answer. And so I figured, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot. I work, so we'll see. And then I get off work and I get a Twitter notification saying that they are available, and I figured, let's go, let's give it a shot. If it's there, it's there. If not, whatever. And my neighbor, who is also a One Piece fan, he tells me he's gonna go over there and he's gonna go give it a shot because he also saw the Twitter notification. And then I told him, hey, my GPS tells me I'm, I don't know, 25 minutes away. He says, hey, my Twitter notification says I'm 20 minutes away. And I'm like, all right, cool. You let me know as soon as I get there. Should I save my 5 minutes or should I haul ass? And I was like, sure. And then as soon as he gets there, he calls me and says, hey, haul ass. And then so I put the car in sports mode. I get there, I happen to get the actual magazine with this promo, and I believe there were only 3 or 4 left when I got there. So it was definitely kind of a cool moment, and I'm glad that this promo got a 10. So it made the whole hustle kind of worth it. So kind of cool little story time with that card. Oh, okay, ooh, my bad. Let's take a look here. Hey, this is actually not bad. I remember these being a little bit worse off, but there is a little ding here, a little ding on this corner. So once again, I don't recall any of these being particularly clean. But let's see what this got. Oh, this got Gem 10. Heck yeah! You know what's hilarious? I actually sold this card to a friend of mine. He says he was looking for it. And I sold it to him for $200 right before the market took off. I don't know what this card is for, but it was definitely more than 200 when I looked at it a couple of weeks later. Oh, cool! I'm so glad I got this back. Heck yeah! Yeah, it's the smallest. It's the smallest of the corner problems. So you could barely see it. The camera's not even picking it up. Oh, okay, cool. This makes the video way more worth it. This makes this submission super worth it. I did not expect this. I actually have most of the evolutions, the promos worth it. I'm sorry. I have actually most of these the Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon. I have most of these in the 10, but I am missing this one. So now I got it. Heck yeah. Alright, cool. I don't care about the rest. Just kidding, I do. But let's see what the rest is. Alright, this one has way worse corner on this side. So let's take a look what card it is even. Jolteon. Alright, just show me the 9. Let's get it over with. Yep, here it is. I should just be a PSA grader. I think it should be a 10 if anything, because this side... I wish this camera could focus way better, but the bottom right on the side, I can just see it right here. It's all crinkled up. But I'll take the 9. Better than an 8. If it's an 8, I have to break out the bottle opener to crack the slab. All right, this is probably gonna be a really bad grade. I think I will have to break out the bottle opener for this one. This is a really bad corner. I do recall seeing a really bad corner. Come on, camera. Focus. Yeah, this ding is really bad on this corner. So that's one of the evolutions, I guess. Vaporeon. Alright, I'm gonna get 7 because PSA likes to play games. It's a 9. All right. All right. Who graded this? All right. First of all, these slabs are dirty. All these slabs are dirty as heck. Well, whoever this grader is, he had his Cheerios that morning. He is having a good day. All right. I had a Ethan's Ho that had a ding that big. I got a 7. All right, cool. We take 9s here. All right. This looks pretty clean. I don't. The edges are cut really weird, but other than that, come on, focus camera. I know it's late at night, but I'm the only one that's allowed to be tired, not you. You're a machine. Yeah. No back corners. Everything seems pretty clean. Ah, Vaporeon. Front looks pretty clean too. The only thing I would say is the corners are cut very weird, so I don't know if this guy will decide to knock it down or not. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it, so there's only one way to find out. Yeah, it got a 9, and I'm not sure why. Oh, I see it. It's probably the top left right here where the V is. A lot of the times, just because of the way they're cut or something, just usually not clean. I can see that. Well, still a cool card. Maybe resubmit this and might let it get a sneak away with it. We'll see. Alright, all 4 corner has damage. There is either a dust speck or something over here. I don't recall what card this is. We'll find out. Flareon, so this. Alright, so this is the rest. This has to be the Flareon regular one. Okay, well, probably a 9. Yeah, here it is. I'm surprised there's no 8s, to be perfectly honest. I think they were generous with this one. They're just like, alright, let's throw this guy a bone and give him a 10. Which I don't mind. Alright, yep, I expected this one. Alright, maybe. Okay, well, this is really OC in the back. Why did I submit this one? Man. Months ago, me made some pretty poor decisions. Although it's not that bad in the front. I say that, but it's pretty bad in the front. I don't know if you guys can see that. Come on, camera, focus. I'm gonna. Well, let's just see what I got. This is probably the worst one ever. Yeah, here it is. Here's the 8. Alright, well, yeah, this is probably a bad decision to send this one with the corner damage and the centering. Alright, well, I guess we get a little bonus section of this video. How to crack a slab. Alright, so first and foremost, make sure you don't crack it next to good cards. We don't want to potentially damage anything. Alright, let's clean some of this up. Put this to the side. Yada yada. Alright, so ideally you have a plastic bag or something to catch the shrapnel if it's your first time. I do not have a bag. Yes, I do. Hold that thought. Here we go. Now I'm ready. Thanks, Target. Alright, so what do you want to do? I'm going to try to do it as best as I can with this Target bag right here. Yeah? So what do you want to do? This is your slab cracker. Okay? The bar. Someone, as I was vending, someone has a yellow one, basically a can opener, and they call it binder copies, which I think is hilarious. I wanted to get one. I didn't get one. So if anyone sees this, could reach out. Let them know that I would like a copy of a binder copy PSA slab cracker. Yeah, reach out, DM me. I'll pay whatever it takes. Okay, so the whole idea is because the outer piece, I guess the top part of the slab is thicker or it's bigger than the bottom one, and it's pressed. I don't know how they press it, but the top part is bigger than the bottom. The whole goal is to pry open the corners, and that will release most of the contact. So what you want to do, your can opener, the part that has the lip, not the flat side, the part with the extra lip on it. You want to just tuck it under the part where you just want to tuck it right under the top part of the slab, and very carefully you can put your thumb on it just to kind of stabilize everything. You want to just give it a little nudge. You will hear a cracking sound, and then just pop it. There you go. Now if you notice, here's the scary part. Okay, there, if you notice, you'll see some whitening on the sides, but it's very unnoticeable. Okay, so you do that with all four corners. You just loosen it up, pop it right here. It should get easier. This one's being difficult. That's okay if it breaks. It's meant to be broken. Just trying to loosen it up. There you go. All right. All right, this next part, all you're trying to do, it's like, the best way I could describe it is shucking an oyster. You're just trying to shuck it, remove the bottom from the top, right? So I'm holding the top part. I'm just trying to remove the bottom part. Get out of your bag. I'm trying to remove the bottom part, and I'm just, if I can, as soon as I have enough leverage, I'm gonna put my fourth finger, this one right here, just grab it, and then I can just pry it off and just wiggle as much as I can without just full on breaking it. Because if I just use too much force and snap it, the plastic might rip into the card. And if I feel like there's too much resistance here, I will just try this other side. I don't really recommend the top side because, I mean, sometimes you just have to do it from the top side, but I like this side better just because once you get clearance, it's free to go. So, and I don't like this corner right now just because I feel the corners already giving out. So this might just break if I keep going. Nope, never mind. So what was happening is this corner, this was breaking while this edge was holding on. But just now I felt the sides give lift. So now I'm able to pop it up. And once I'm able to pop it up, the bottom will finally clear. So now look, I don't know how to turn my hand, but look right here. So now my finger is able to pry in there, and now I'm able to slowly lift it up. And as I'm lifting the top, and actually I could even just do it without the can opener now. And then, yeah, the edges have very little strength. It's all about it's mostly in the corners. Once the corners give, the edges just give way. So now, pop. And then, at this point, if you're careful enough, just slip it right out. Here you go. And that's how you crack a slab. Make sure you have a handy penny sleeve ready to go, just to, it's still a near mint card. That's how you do it. And then if you want to, I don't know, if you want to do a little troll, if you pop it just right, put this back in. Now it won't stay, it's very obvious, and definitely don't do this. But here you go. Look at my Flareon. It's amazing. Thanks PSA for messing up my label. No, but you can see the cracks. So I guess that kind of brings me to my next thing. Always check your high-end slabs. The ways to check for bad slabs, signs for damage. You can see right here along the edges has some whitening. You can see some crack marks. Let me see. Yeah, right here. You can see the crack marks on the side. It should be clear all the way around. You shouldn't see any, I guess, fissures around here. Right? It's basically essentially any damage to it. And anytime, and that's one reason why I don't like graded cards, because you slap it in there, it looks great, and next thing you know, it's like it's loose. Because once I crack this open, the integrity of the slab is lost. Because it's, yeah, you could, you know, because look, yeah, I could go open and close again. So it's very easy to tell. So if I have this in a slab guard, it's an extra layer of protection holding everything closed. Earlier I actually was able to crack a slab that actually looked pretty good. It didn't have, you know, like if you look at a slab, uncracked slab, for example. See, if I do a side by side, this is you know, not clear, but it has the I don't know what the term, it's not clear, but it's like the fuzzy look to it. But this one has a fuzzy, but it has a crack, like but it has a crack look to it, almost like bubbles. So earlier I was able to crack a slab for a friend of mine, and it actually didn't really have this. The crack was very clean. It didn't have most of the it was honestly semi-convincing that it was not a cracked slab. And then we just put you know, just for fun, I think it was a Ninetales or some sort, and then just for fun we put a stun fist in there, you know, because we thought it was hilarious. And then it was kind of convincing. And then the only way you could have really tell that it wasn't that it was cracked is it would quite literally, like, it wouldn't hold. This is the only way to check. So just be careful on stuff like graded guards and stuff like that, or anything like the perfect fits for PSA sleeves. If they're in the sleeves, just be careful, especially, you know, especially higher end cards. Anything, I don't know, anything past whatever higher end is like $200 for you guys. Okay, so that's my PSA review plus a bonus slab crack. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Tap for Boba, and I'm all tapped out.